everybody, and welcome once again to the Poindexter Lounge. My name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, and it is so good to have each and every one of you with us. I just want to say a special shout out to all of our new subscribers, man, and where you're from. I tell you what, I love one of the things that I love most about having a channel here on YouTube is just the people that I meet from all over the world. I mean, I've heard from Brazil this week and Russia, and Tiffany's got some Russian roots, and so that's really cool. And Indonesia and the Philippines and just all over. All right, and so if you are somewhere in the world, thank you so much for watching. Of course, I don't know where you'd be if you weren't in the world, huh? If you're in some other dimension or some other universe or galaxy or multiverse, hey, welcome too. We're so glad to have you here. But hey, if this is your first time, will you please consider hitting that subscribe button so that you can be a part of the fun stuff that we do here on the channel. Also, hit that notifications bell because we do lots of videos every week. We post every day and sometimes multiple times a day, and so we want you to be around for that. Also, you know what? If you dig what we do here, please give us a thumbs up. Just let us know, and share the video with other people because we always say that the Poindexter Lounge is a place for nerds, and we want to meet more nerds. We want to meet more people just like you all over the world, across the multiverse, whatever. We want to meet you and have a conversation with you about the stuff that we love, like TV shows, movies, games, TV shows. I already said TV shows, Star Wars and superheroes and all that good stuff, toys, everything in between, all right? So also, you know what? We want to have a conversation with you. So please leave a comment down in the comment section or follow us at Twitter. You can follow me at Enosh Music, or you can follow Tiffany at Grand Tiff Tarkin. Follow the show here in general at Poindexter Lounge with just an X in the middle. And then also you can go ahead and hashtag Poindexter Lounge. I just want to say, like I said, we're so glad that you're here. And if you're from somewhere, anywhere in the multiverse, let me know where you're from. All right, make something up. I don't care. But I just love hearing from you guys. Okay, so as you can tell today, I'm very happy. That's right, I'm very happy. And why am I happy? Because I've been wanting to do this video for a little while now, and then when this article came out and got my attention today about Timothy Zahn, I knew that I had to make this video. For you who don't know who Timothy Zahn is, where have you been? First of all, but I get it. Not everybody knows everything about Star Wars and all this nerdy stuff. So let's talk about that. Timothy Zahn was a guy who in the early 90s was commissioned to write the first Star Wars novels after Return of the Jedi. So there was no movies coming out. The prequels were still almost a decade away, and they commissioned this guy, this writer named Timothy Zahn, to write stories, write a trilogy of books taking place after Return of the Jedi. And so that's what he did. And for most people, myself included, man, those books are still the pinnacle, just the absolute end-all be-all of what happened after Return of the Jedi. I mean, I love those stories. They take place starting about 5 years after Return of the Jedi. Those stories are great. If there's only one thing that I don't like in them is that Luke has lost his ability to speak with Ben anymore, or Yoda. Kind of lost that connection in the Force. But other than that, man, we've gotten some great characters. He created Thrawn, who we now see on Rebels, and I love the fact that even though Disney got rid of the original, canon of what was the expanded universe, I love how they're bringing back in a lot of those things that now that they've called legends back into the canon. And so we're getting people like Thrawn and Palaeon, his admiral, in those books, and it's so good to see that. And obviously now Timothy Zahn, now years later, is still writing Star Wars books, even in the new canon, where his latest book, Thrawn Alliances, is getting ready to come out, or it has come out. I think it's getting ready to come out, and I haven't read it yet, but hey, I'm looking forward to that book. And I was hoping to get to meet him this year at a Comic-Con, but I'm not sure if I'm going to get to do that or not. But this guy he created Mara Jade, which is another beloved character, who ends up marrying Luke Skywalker. So I mean, he's had a huge impact on Star Wars. And so two things that I want to talk about. One, first of all, is this article that came out on sci-fi.com, and I'll put a link to it down in the description. But they asked him what he would do kind of in a Star Wars movie, or what he thought about how the Disney movies have been killing off our heroes, people like Han Solo and Luke Skywalker, and and various different things. And so Zahn had this to say about his not agreeing with killing off some of our most beloved characters. All right, and I'm just going to read it to you here, and I'd love to know what you guys think of this. It says, my philosophy before the sequels came out was that Star Wars was not the kind of thing where you killed off major characters. My logic on that one being, if that was, we kill off major characters, either Wedge or Lando would not have survived the second Death Star in Return of the Jedi. It always seemed to me this is the type where the heroes get into danger, and you have to, and they have to figure out a way out of it that you'll be happy at the end. My vision always for the sequels would be you would pick up with the children of our main characters. Zahn continues, the original cast would be the elder statesman type and not necessarily die on camera. They'd be off doing beekeeping like Sherlock Holmes allegedly did. You don't have to kill off a character to get them off stage. All right. So that was his thoughts, that that Star Wars was a thing that you didn't kill off the main characters. The characters got into trouble, but they found a way. And he mentions here that if he had done a Star Wars movie, if he had been part of these movies, that his idea would be you give it to the children of these original characters and let them be these elder statesmen. And I'll be honest with you, I love that. I think that that's a great thing. And I dig. I've gone on record. I love The Force Awakens, and I love The Last Jedi. I know, but I enjoy both of those movies for what they are, because that's what we have now, and we have to deal with what we have now. But I would have really liked this idea. I would have liked the idea to have kept these characters around. We don't always get what we want. I understand it, but to hear Timothy Zahn say that really says a lot, which brings me to the point that I've been wanting to do a video about for a while, and that is, I want Timothy Zahn to write a Star Wars movie. I would love to see a treatment from him on a Star Wars movie, or even a trilogy. We're talking about this Rian Johnson trilogy, and I'll just be honest with you guys, no matter how much I like The Last Jedi, I don't think it's a good idea that Rian Johnson be doing a whole trilogy, because I think that there's so much backlash already for The Last Jedi that it just won't work. That people just are going to boycott it, no matter how good, even if Episode 9 turns out to be amazing and blows our socks off. Trying to go back to Rian Johnson at this point is just going to just sour people again. So I say this, Disney, get Timothy Zahn on board. You already got him writing books. These are bestsellers. These are characters that he's created that people love and still love, almost 30 years later. I can't believe that it's been almost 30 years since Timothy Zahn's books. That blows my mind. I mean, like I said, Heir to the Empire, Dark Force Rising, and The Last Command are some of the best books you'll ever read. Sci-fi books, whatever. But it's Star Wars, Timothy Zahn captured in a book. And at the time, I wasn't into reading books, man. When I was a teenager, I wasn't into all that. But I think about that. He captured in these books what Star Wars felt like. Even more so than I would say than anything in the prequels. I mean, these books felt like Star Wars, had all of the returning cast and heroes, and just did a tremendous job. And I would love to see him put that into a Star Wars movie or a whole trilogy. So that's my opinion. That's my little opinion piece for today, all right? But I want to know what you think. Do you love Timothy Zahn the way that I love Timothy Zahn? Please let me know down in the comment section. Leave a message. If you know Timothy Zahn, please tell him from my heart that I appreciate him. Timothy, if you're watching this video, dude, you rock, my brother, and have given me much joy as a Star Wars fan over the years, all right? We got some cool things cooking for you here at the lounge, and can't wait to tell you about them, all right? Until next time, my name is Enosh, a.k.a. Enosh Fett. May the Force be with you, and keep on keeping on. All right, bye-bye.